Great. So the Independent Commission of Inquiry, that's provided for by Article 278 of the Constitution. And where last week we indicated that 3 ways. Through these debates, the president can be briefed by national security that there's a high public interest, and so he can say that he's satisfied. So he will set up an independent one, not one filled with party foot soldiers like what he's done to the EC, the Salima Tijani Ahmed, and then Dr. Apia Hine and Dr. Bosman. Those kind of appointments, no. Party foot soldiers, no. It's not Bosman who said the NDC is an existential threat to our democracy, and he's in the EC. And then the other ones, we don't want those kind of appointments. Yes, so our parliament can do a resolution.
Parliament?
Then, yes, that's B and C. And then Council of State, those kind of things. So those are 3 ways of getting it set up. But I also support, and then the other things about the Commission of Inquiry will go on, right? Provided by the Constitution. But I also support what Sami Jemfi stated about the Parliament doing its own probe. I think the parliamentary probe may come under Article 103. Parliament has oversight over the ministries, agencies, and the rest, right? Good. So that we have that one, that's the second leg, so Parliament should go ahead. This is to make sure that we'll get a lot of independence, so that when the Commission of Inquiry is going on and they know that, hey, there will be another layer of probe and another, it will even make them, you see, they will compete among themselves. Let's bring competition. Do you see that, Mr. Okansi?
Yes.
Yes, let's bring competition. So Parliament will do its own. Then the Commission of Inquiry under Article 278 will happen. And then let the special prosecutor also do the criminal one. Look at Gabby Daku's clients, the Imperial heritage. You saw the way the forest has been destroyed. You think we are going to allow this? No. Gabby and his clients must be prosecuted. The fact that Gabby has sued from Boating doesn't stop the criminal prosecution. The two are different. When you destroy our forest, that's the realm of criminal prosecution.
So you want this what the probe will establish?
Yes.
Whether or not there's some complicity in there or otherwise?
Yes, and the distraction is clear. You see, the forests at Diaso, the forests at Kpebu, and then the forests at Apraprama, right? Yeah. 3 forests. You see how hectares, large hectares. No, Imperial mining, Donald Esua, Gabby and his people, no, they must face justice. Gabby and his clients, they have to face justice. It doesn't matter that Gabby has sued from Boating. That one is a civil case. Please, let viewers understand. Well, the lawsuit that Gabby is initiated against from Boating is a civil case. These matters we are talking about here is a criminal element.
He said that at the time, the documents that were made available to him,
this Imperial mining never had any mining license. It was forest entry permit is not a mining license. A mining license is given by the Minerals Commission.
Prospecting.
Prospecting means go and drill gold. That is full mining. Prospecting, you do is exploration. Another name for prospecting is exploration. So you drill holes at various intervals and the rest to check. That is full-scale mining. So Imperial mining, Dona Esua, Gabby, they have to face justice. Look, we will not allow this thing to continue. We have to fight. Ghanaians, look, we need to sit up. We can't allow this. We can't continue to be docile. You are destroying the forest, taking all the contracts, everything for themselves. You are seated and you are in church praying. Praying for what? God is giving us brains that we should march. Come out and march. Come out and protest. This thing has to stop. It's all nauseating. Very nauseating. So, look, Alfred, this is not the first time that we'll have 3 levels of investigations. The Presidential Independent Commission of Inquiry, the Parliamentary Bipartisan Commission of Committee Bipartisan Inquiry. Then we have Special Prosecutor also coming in. Different, because Special Prosecutor soon is to prepare to go to court. Yeah. But these other ones, they also have, you know, under Article, from the 278 going, if you are found liable by the Commission of Inquiry, you can be disqualified from holding public office. That's one thing. Sometimes people say, oh, it has no use, it has no use. Yes, there's disqualification. If they make findings that you are not fit for public office, so be it, you won't be. All right? And also the value of it is the fact that when it's being done publicly, we get to participate. Even when you are watching, you are participating because you are being this in school. You're being enlightened, and people can reach out. Maybe if some lies are being told, then you have evidence. You can go to the commission and offer same. So let's do the 3 layers. It will help our democracy. This is not the first time. Over 100 years ago, democracies were doing it in the US, everywhere. Yes, one matter. You find several investigations. Let me mention. Yesterday, I was just reading history. I came across this. You see, when this guy, President Teddy Roosevelt, when he took the Panama Canal, the land to build it, right? You know, Panama used to be part of Colombia. And so they orchestrated and got Panama to take independence from Colombia, and then they got the land. If you look at the way President Teddy Roosevelt went about it, there were suggestions of corruption. There were several investigations, not just one. Then you come again to the U.S., the same thing. This Donald Trump, the Russian involvement in the U.S. elections in 2017. So many state agencies investigated it, different ones. Then number 3, you see this COVID, the origins of COVID, the Wuhan lab, the leak that it came from a lab. Even the FBI have also entered it. FBI have entered, the national security of the U.S. is entered. Different agencies, WHO, they are all doing their parallel investigations. So doing parallel investigations have been there for centuries. It didn't start today.
The Office of Special Prosecutor, Independent Commission of Inquiry, SHRAJ, CID,
yes,
can all initiate different investigations into this matter.
A criminal matter, and we need to ascertain the truth, the facts, and punish those found culpable.
Okay.
Alfred, we have lawyers here, and they need to educate me a bit. I'm told that findings of Commission of Inquiries cannot be used in court.
Yes, this is what they are doing. Yes, so that's why I say independent. What the CI, the Commission of Inquiry CI, says that when the person comes before the commission, if he comes to give you information, you can't use that again. So OSP, Office of Special Prosecutor, they'll be doing their parallel investigation. They shouldn't rely on this. Exactly. So if you can come out with your own parallel witnesses and evidence, you can prosecute. But what the person brings to you, so what you're talking about is the Ghana at 50K, the Reku Brobe case. Yes, and that's not. The Commission of Inquiry CI is very clear. You only get immunity for what you have brought. So when you bring the commission evidence, they can't subsequently use it to prosecute you. But if they independently, a special prosecutor independently gets it.
That one can form.
Alfred, I have no problem if investigation is conducted. And already the police CID is handling one. And Parliament is a strong institution, very independent. They can also do whatever they want to do. If at the end of the day, unfortunately, Parliament cannot prosecute, if they can refer to...
But they can, under section 3, they can refer to the special prosecutor
or whatever.
On
they can go ahead and do whatever.
Right.